Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another leg of our world tour. I think we're on number 16 now. We left off in Iwakuni, however you say it. I am so bad with foreign names, as you guys probably realize by this point. But in Japan, and we're going to head up to Namji up in Korea. So it's going to be an area I've never actually flown at in the sim, so that should be pretty interesting. As you can see, we're going to be in the Vision Jet. The FlightFX, which I don't know if is officially compatible with 24 or not, but it does work. At least from my limited amount of experimentation here. Really just doing some pattern work. I've not tried anything with the Garmin suite or any of that stuff, but it works in other airplanes, so I'm crossing my fingers that it works for this flight. Hopefully, at least for, waypoint to waypoint kind of navigation. Currently I have Ron and Eddie joining us right now. There is Ron. Eddie is over there. And why does it look like he has a windsock for an engine? Oh, it's just because that color right there looks very close to the hangar. That's funny. Dev is going to be on around 8. He's got work right now, and I'm not sure if we're expecting anybody else tonight. A little lighter than usual, but we'll have just as much fun. We're going to be doing a formation landing at one of the airports. I'll let Eddie kind of coach us through. He is the mastermind behind this world tour leg as well as the last 2, and has done a fantastic job keeping us entertained. Not sure what the formation landing is going to look like, but with the Vision Jet, it will probably be pretty cool to see. It is eerily quiet here. I don't know what the deal is. Like, there's no wind, there's no noise. Clouds are kind of moving a little bit, so you'd think there'd be a little bit of wind. The windsock is dead still, though, so I don't know. Interesting. I almost thought my sound was broke for a minute there. We're going to discuss some of the Flight Sim Expo as well, and kind of talk about what we saw there. Ron was with me the entire time, so I'm sure we'll get his feedback as well as anything that Eddie may have seen. And if you guys have any questions, we'll be sure to answer them. Otherwise, I don't think we have too much else to talk about before we get into the cockpit here. So we'll hop back in, get this plane started up. Oh, check this feature out real quick with the FlightFX. I've never noticed this before, but they have your tail number on the chocks. How cool is that? I've never seen that before. But unfortunately, the walk-around mode does not do anything for this airplane yet, so we're going to go ahead and just use the tablet and quote-unquote simulate walk-around. But otherwise, it appears to operate the same as in 2020. Of course, this thing right here with this massive front window for such a tiny little jet has some of the best viewing ports out of any airplane that we fly. So assuming we get out of these clouds, which seem to be pretty dense around here, at least we should have some good visuals. So let me go ahead and unmute myself, get back in Discord, and we'll get started.
We had a great time.
Okay, I'm back. All right. Get this thing started up. All right, tablet. Eddie, did you do a fuel calc by chance? I forgot to do one prior to this.
I did not.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get our chocks.
I'm actually way behind the curve. I'm dealing with some issues for some reason.
Oh, okay. Let's see. How many miles is it? How about that? What does Navigraph say? I don't have the last airport in Navigraph, so it doesn't really give me a
You can
distance.
input Busan International or something.
What is the code for that?
Yeah, I don't have it offhand.
Busan International.
I'll see if I can get it real quick.
Busan. Do not see a Busan.
RKPK.
RKPK.
That'll get you really close to where we're going to end up.
There we go. Busan. Oh, okay. It's right there. Let's see here. Options. 300 miles. So, we'll take a little extra gas just to be sure. We're going to say we're on a family vacation for the luggage. Bose headset. We'll get the active noise reduction after we take off so we can enjoy some of the sounds. And then executive suite, we'll go with the family. That will take care of everything in the tablet. No need for that anymore. So we can go battery 1, battery 2. Let all that start up. Cannot click that. Is there another static? Covers and protectors were supposed to be off. Why is that not off? Uh-oh. We may have a problem ourselves. Okay. We may be flying with some remove before flight items. Oh, Lord. What's the outside look like? Okay, so the covers and protectors on the outside are clear. Why can I not get rid of the ones on the inside? Interesting. These did not show up on my last flight. Huh. Okay, well, we're going to see if that causes us any issues, and if not, we'll just ignore the fact that we don't have a parachute tonight, guys, nor an emergency exit door. So, we're just going to have to write that down on the MEL list and rock on. Now, the next question is, okay, the click spot does appear to work for the door at least, so. Okay, go down here to our PFD and go MFD, go flight plan, add an origin, and we're going to be at Romeo, Juliet, Oscar, India, Iwakuni, and we're heading to Romeo, Juliet, Foxtrot, Oscar. Oh, sorry. Let's get the destination first. Romeo, Kilo, Charlie, Hotel. Romeo, Kilo, Charlie, Hotel. Namji, emergency airfield. And add an en route waypoint. So we got RJFO, Romeo, Juliet, Foxtrot, Oscar. Just Oita. On to RJFT. RJ. This keypad is throwing me off. I'm not used to the way it looks. RJFT to RJFU. That wasn't an insult, I promise. RJFU. Nagasaki. And then RJDT, which is where we're going to be doing our formation landing. So Eddie, you're going to have to explain that to us here in a few minutes.
No
What
problem.
the plan is. RJDT. And RKCH is our destination, which is in there. Alright. The weather at our departure airport. It was IFR earlier. It's still... Ow! Jeez! My first officer just shanked me. What the... He came over here with his bone and just stabbed me in the arm.
Well, I'm a dog.
He's like, pay attention. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, First Officer Bodie. What can I do for you? Oh, butt scratches. He wants butt scratches. Okay. Alright. The winds are 0, so that would explain why it is... Well, at least that's what Navigraph says. That would explain why it's so quiet, though. Goodness gracious, dude. He is throwing that bodacious booty around, and like every monitor is shaking right now. I got a few clouds at 3,500, broken at 25,000, and our visibility is 4,800 meters. Or is that feet? Is that in feet? I think it's in feet. So 4,800 feet, so it's a bit hazy. I got a temperature of 29 degrees, so really hot, and an altimeter of 2982. We'll go ahead and punch that in. 2982. So we'll go ahead and get this thing started up pretty quick here because that is a pretty toasty. Checklist. Pre-flight inspection is complete. We've got no parachute, no emergency exit door. So as long as we don't do anything stupid and, you know, try to kill ourselves, so I think we'll be okay. Door is latched. Let's go ahead and unlatch that. I like how I can click that through the window. Alright. Door is latched. Parking brake is as required. It's should be currently set. It's kind of wonky right now. Like the push button's right here. I don't understand. I think it's set because the brakes go in whenever I release them. Batteries 1 and 2 already on. Gen 1 and 2 can come on. External GPU. We're okay on the battery here, I do believe. I just turned them on, so they're not too bad. So batteries 27.4 in emergency bus. And should we get... I don't think those numbers are right, though. Negative, unless those are amps. Oh, it is amps. Okay. So emergency bus shows 27.4. And if we go to... a little rusty on all the systems in this aircraft, but they'll come back pretty quick. Go to electrical power, and we've got 27 volts. Okay, so we're good there. No need for the external GPU, and verify active FADEC channel is displayed below % thrust indication. We're on FADEC channel A alpha. Now the next strobe light can come on. Gas messages checked. We have parking brake, so that's good. Thrust lever is set to idle. Let's just make sure the sim matches. Okay, it does. Matches my hardware. Brakes hold. And engine run. Engine knob to run. Let's go ahead and hide that. Go run and then start. We're supposed to wait for the fuel pump on, but I heard it. And verify battery temp and engine start. Volts cast message is not displayed. We are good there. So watch your temperatures. Everything is in the green. Happy. We're up and idling. Environmental systems. ECS disable off. So we should be in auto on the fan. I can hear the fans running. And let's check our environmental and pressures. And we got a forward temperature. Why is second officer boots in? Oh, these dogs, man, can't take them anywhere. I swear, all my streams just you have boots in the background barking. Cabin pressure is normal. Bleed valve is closed. Ground fan off. Like the bleed valve should be open. Interesting. So if you disable, re-enable. Huh. Does it change anything? Temp back up? Nope. Auto. As long as we start cooling, I guess we're okay. We'll check it again here in a second. Not that, you know, our creature comfort really matters all that much for us right now, since, you know, we can't feel anything. Engine IPS. I don't think we're expecting icing. ACS control is set. External GPU is never connected. Oxygen master switch to on. I feel like the fresh air... Oh, here's why the bleed valve wasn't on. Okay, there we go. That's supposed to be after 2 minutes, so we'll turn it back off real quick. Avionics initialization. Go ahead and turn the fresh air on since we'll start cooling it off in here. Now we should start seeing that temperature drop. That's right. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've flown the Vision Jet. Initialization. We've got a half tank. That should give us the 300 miles we're going. Not too concerned there. We'll see if that's an issue, and we'll stop and get some fuel if we need to. So go to utilities, initialization, system checked. We're going to pretend that we did that. Inlet fuel, sync. And I guess we can go ahead and...
Fire.
test all this real quick, just so it's checked off.
Fire.
Stall warning.
Stall.
Alright, done. Wait and bounce. I don't have a sim brief profile, so we're just going to go with whatever the default is. And the flight plan is good, so accept. Accept. Caps pin ready. Remove and stow. Yeah, it's broke. It's not working. I don't know what the deal there is. Look at these crazy flashing lights up here. So as long as we don't need a parachute and we don't need the emergency door, we'll be all right. Passengers briefed. Use the main door. Otherwise, hold on and buckle your seatbelts. Seatbelts secured. Bleed air switch, and we've already turned that on. And it is starting to cool off in here. Wonderful. Com navigation GPS set. Let's go to navcom. We're just gonna set this to 1228, and we're gonna pretend that we were given some sort of a squawk code, since we're not on that sim. And everything there's good. ATIS, we're cleared. Altimeter is set. Transponder set. Initial altitude and heading. So we do not have a departure. Winds are calm, so we have runway 20 is probably going to be the winner for today. It's going to be out and to our left. It's got a runway heading of 195. And dial in 195. Wow, this is slow. Alright, and we're gonna put heading mode in. And then, Eddie, what altitude do we need to go to initially?
Probably 8,000 would be fine. Just to
8,000.
get started, let's see how the weather looks up there. If we need to, you know, add or drop down. Anything as low as 4,000 on the first 3 legs is going to be fine, and anything as high as 12 or 14 will also be fine.
Okay, sounds good. And we're gonna go FLC. Flight controls are free and correct. Checked. Trim. 6 degrees. It is currently 0, so we're gonna trim up. 6 degrees. And you know the one thing I forgot to turn on, which is track IR. There we go. Trim set. Flaps to 50%. Electric roll trim is set. Roll trim. I forgot where the roll trim's at. In this aircraft. I don't remember there being a roll trim.
I don't see that.
I don't know. Toggle button pressed. Bloop. Toga. And cast messages are checked. Probe heat's off. We're expecting that. We're expecting the probe heat once we're taxiing. Everything has a roll trim. Yeah, other than, you know, the left and right and up and down trim on the stick, I don't know where you can set it. I don't see where it's displayed either.
Oh, it is.
Oh, there it is. It is right there.
now.
Never mind. It's centered. Okay. I was expecting a lever or something you could push down here. I guess is what my brain was thinking of.
That's what I was looking for too.
Cast message is good. Seats are fine. And before taxi, parking brakes released. Let's go ahead and reset our camera. Hold those park brakes. Release. Brake. And give it a little juice. Brakes work. And before takeoff, departure briefing. Okay, so let's go to map. And we're looking for runway 20, which is over here to our left. And so we'll taxi out to the left here and get going. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
All right. Let's get rolling here. Oh, Navigraph loading is really lagging my sim. Oh, darn it. Unload. I don't have a sim brief to import it with either. This airport is RJOI. We'll do this in the air. I've already got pulled up on another screen over here. So Bravo 7, Foxtrot. Or no, sorry, Bravo 7, the Bravo. Nez, you still feeling good, buddy? Clear right, clear left. If they could integrate the pen into the tablet built into the sim, that'd be wonderful. One thing we'll talk about is Navigraph when we get in the air here. I did speak to them for a little while at the expo. Departure briefing. We'll go ahead and turn our landing lights on. No need for the ice. Rope heat can come on. Engine IPS switch is not needed. Wing stab is not needed. Cast messages check. Trim is set to 6. Flaps are 50. And verify takeoff emergency battery cast is not displayed. It is not. Checklist complete. They had a new feature they announced at the expo about the taxi routing, which is pretty cool. But I got to talk to the software engineer who's actually designing it and offered up some suggestions, which he actually took as a pretty good idea. As well as asked why our VOR to VOR navigation is offset in Navigraph compared to the sim. So I need to write him an email at some point this weekend and get caught up with him. But I used to do a lot of HMI design and testing at my last job. So with that experience, might actually be pretty helpful for Navigraph. But it's going to be kind of cool though whenever I see the recommendations I was making to him actually show up in the app. I got water off to our left. That's interesting. All right, runway 20 confirmed. Is everybody ready to go flying?
Ready.
Yes.
All right, we are clear to the left. We are clear to the right. Let's lose the Navigraph here. And we got plenty of runway, so we'll do a rolling takeoff. 20 confirmed. And takeoff thrust set. 100%. Temps are in the green. Speed is in the green. For 90 knots, I forgot to set my V-speeds. That's one thing I forgot to do. And rotate. Whew, this thing shoots up like a rocket. How's the rate? Gear up. It does hand fly really nice when the weather's calm. A little bit of trim down. There's 500 feet. Let's go flaps up. And speed up to 165. We got 5 minutes on max thrust before we need to derate. We'll do a thrust reduction about 1,500 feet. 1500, and let's go max continuous thrust, MCT. It's kind of weird to set in this thing, but it should set right there. And I can't really see anything, so we're gonna go ahead and go autopilot. Get that engaged. And we're gonna go into do a right turn, heading mode, and FLC. Oh, those mountains look cool. And let's lose this. Oops, wrong button. Let's go to. Let me get the map on the left side here. It's been a while since I've seen or used this system. Oh, hang on, is it down here? There we go. Okay. A little rusty on this whole configuration. It's a little confusing the first few times you use it, so I'm starting to get used to it again. We'll do a right turn to get back on the nav track here. And I think we can go ahead and we are in GPS mode, so go ahead and arm nav. It'll capture force automatically. These mountains are cool, even with the clouds. Nez, YouTube just gave you a badge as my #1 fan. Congratulations. Can't wait to see how the local caching turns out in Sim Update 3. That plus I'm very excited about having my controls settings fixed. That's one thing I'm looking forward to, so it doesn't take me 30 minutes to set up controls for something that should be done in 5 minutes. And it's always better with clouds. As long as you can see something. It kind of sucks when you're just stuck on the gray. Speaking of stuck on the gray, let's go to map settings. Where do we turn on? Oh, hang on, PFD. Let's go to PFD map settings, and we want to have terrain to absolute. Gotta remember how to turn on the. Synthetic vision. There we go. Alright, coming up on 8,000 feet. Probably because it keeps shoving ads down my throat. Right. You know, I have those set pretty low. I don't know why. Yeah, I've noticed it's playing them a lot more for me recently too. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, they've been killing me.
Yeah, YouTube is out for the money at this point. What is our outside air temperature? I don't see any ice, but I don't know how well the icing is modeled on 24 with this aircraft. This thing does have an auto throttle, so we're gonna go auto throttle just to make sure we don't break our speed restriction of 250 there. Not your settings, it's my activity. I'm very active on YouTube. Oh yeah. I mean, it's been really bad for me too. Like some people, like some streamers, don't have skippable ads, so you're forced to watch 90 seconds of nonsense constantly. I think the ones I have are skippable. If they're not, Nez, let me know and I'll make sure I fix that in the next one. Alright, so how I normally like to set this thing up. Let me just turn off head tracking for a moment here. And let's go to this screen and go to full. And then I like to do the So map settings. Should be able to turn traffic on, which is something we need to do over here as well. Traffic map, not map, but traffic. Here we go. So that way I can keep track of you guys. I like to have this one kind of keeping me oriented up, nav track up, and then this one over here I like to have sideways. It gives me better north, east, southwest orientation. This first airport's coming up pretty quick, about 30 miles, so we need to start thinking about descending. Are we doing touch and goes at all airports, Eddie?
Touch and goes, and the first 3 legs are only going to be about 12 minutes apiece, so we'll just pop up, cruise for a couple of minutes, and then start gearing up for the touch and go on the next one.
Okay. Can I not? Why is it not letting me change? I want to go to the right pane over here. Okay, it's selected, so... Huh. One vector? That's nice. Don't need track vector. Used to fly this a lot more, so I'm a little rusty. Flight plan text, that's what I was wanting. And then... Oh, here we go. North up. Now, I can keep this one kind of zoomed out a little bit. It helps me keep track of everybody behind me, and in my mind, it's easier to realize I'm heading to kind of southwest there. I've actually done a couple of flights this week, feeling much better. Oh, that's excellent. All right, we need to start slowing down, so let's go into manual. Decrease our throttle to 180. Let's go ahead and decrease our altitude. Do FLC. Oh, it automatically changed it to 225 for the descent. So we need navigation arc. There we go. And I also need that over here. DFD settings. Alright, wow, this thing's descending crazy quick.
See that?
Let's go vertical speed. And let's bring that back up some.
You have it buried?
What's that?
Did you have it buried? It looked like you were dropping like a rock.
Well, I did FLC and it decides to zero the throttle out and keep it 225, so it'll descend at 4,500 feet per minute without the engines there, so... Vertical speed, we can kind of bring that back up a little bit since we just just broke the sound barrier and vertical speed there. And that should be go 1200, there we go. You know, we're not really using the Vision Jet as a Vision Jet's supposed to be used here.
Yeah, we're using it for fun.
For fun. One cannot have fun in a Vision Jet. Never.
It's a fun little jet.
It is a fun little jet. I would love to have one of these in real life.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, could get me out of it.
Yeah. Hey Eddie, you want to go get a $600 burger?
Gladly.
Right? Alright, okay, that's what I want. Single queue. Attack, PFT split. PFT map settings. Can I not get the arc on the PFT? Does not appear that I can. I wonder how much per hour to fly it. I think it's like $1,000 an hour. Look. $12.50 is the cheapest, according to Google. So our $600 burger means that we're going about 15 minutes in the air. Alright, RJFO, what is the weather there right now? Let's get rid of you. RJFO. Oh, I forgot that we didn't do this right here. Oh. Weather is variable at 2 knots. And we can pretty much just do a straight in here. On, is that runway 19? Although I can't see anything. We're gonna go to auto throttle off. Autopilot off, and we'll do a right turn here. And we're going to start slowing down. We'll do a left base for runway 19. Ah, there's the ground. And flaps 1 is 190 and 150 for flaps 2, so let's go flaps 1. And drop that gear. Don't have a visual on the runway just yet, but we'll go ahead and start our left turn here. Bring a little juice back in.
Should be able to track the coast. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Just now getting the coast down. That was really soupy.
Yeah.
I test flew this route twice, and it was perfect conditions.
Of course.
Both times.
500.
Luckily we have a Garmin Suite with synthetic vision, which makes it a little easier. Alright, let's go flaps 2. We're looking for 90 knots. Flaps 2. Gear check, 3 green, down. Overshot a little bit. Quite a bit low. That is deceiving in this weather. Oof. It's a lot of power to maintain 90. That was a really low there. That was bad. And easy flare, work that throttle back. This thing naturally kind of flares because of the engine angle. Alright, let's go flaps 50. A little forward pressure. Trim up to 6 degrees. Max power. And rotate. That's great. Gear up. That was messy. That was very messy. $500 feet. Go flaps up. And right turn. There's a bridge, but I'm a little scared to do any sort of bridges right now without doing any testing in this aircraft. I don't have a way to fix this one in the air. And let's go FLC. Oh, I didn't put a new altitude in. Got a new leg altitude.
8,000.
8,000 again. Okay.
Yeah. Plus or minus 2. Target 8.
It's starting to clear up a little bit, it looks like. So I've got quite a bit of curve into the throttle, or not throttle, the elevator and aileron settings, but it hand flies really nicely with a pretty hefty curve.
It does hand fly nice.
All right.
I almost don't mind to hand fly the whole thing,
Right.
you know? But autopilot is nice.
It's really nice in these clouds whenever, you know, you can't see the ground, you almost crash into the water like I did not just do, I promise. I love the performance we get, though. Alright, next leg is... we got about 19 minutes, which is quickly decreasing. We'll decrease even more once we get the cruise, 53 miles. No ice buildup on the wings, so we're still good there. And this is an interesting aircraft for the window de-ice. It uses that de-ice fluid. But for the wings, it'll use engine bleed. Which right now we're well above the temperature, you know, we're 7 degrees above what we need to be worried about, but I got a Coke Zero can and it like interferes with my track IR.
Yeah, mine does that too. I have to take drinks with my right hand to keep it at my track IR camera's kind of offset to my left. I gotta keep everything out of the way.
Speaking of track IR, Ron picked up a track IR and he got a heck of a deal on it too.
Oh, yeah.
So Ron was at the expo with me, as many of you know, and Track IR had a little booth, and he was able to get the Track IR with the Pro Clip for $99.
Well, that's a good deal.
And you know, normally with the Pro Clip it's 160, 180 depending on where you're getting it, so that's a really good deal. Now I'm not a huge fan of the Pro Clip, but you can't even get the non-Pro Clip version for cheaper than that. So, or even that price. You got a really good deal on it.
What's the Pro Clip?
Pro Clip is a wired device that shoots IR beams at the tracking camera instead of the tracking camera sending beams to you and reflecting off of the little clip. So I much prefer the clip because it's wireless, but I can also see why some people would like the Pro. It's supposedly more accurate, but the reflectors are more than adequate for me, so I don't see a need to actually use the Pro. Plus, I don't like having wires attached to my head because I have a history of ripping headsets out of computers on accident by hopping up out of excitement from a a grease landing and jumping up, throwing my arms up, and then of course bye USB plug, or getting up and going to the bathroom, which is actually what normally happens, and I just forget to take my headset off. Hey Ron, there's golf courses off to the left there. Actually, quite a lot of them. Holy crap.
You gotta watch the foothills. They love to put them in the foothills.
That's where they're at. mean, there's a
Yeah,
golf course.
I'm seeing
There's a golf
4,
course.
5.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't see any more. I'm sure we'll pass over another. There's one, 5. Looks like a volcano off to our right. Oh, where is Ron?
I don't know.
He
What
lost
about-
power. Oh no.
What?
Dang it. That's why he wasn't responding to me. I just thought I made him mad or something. Well, that's
DC die?
unfortunate. He lost power at his house.
Oh gosh.
And he's got thunderstorms in the area, according to his message in the schedule channel there. All right, we'll do a fuel check. Got 113 gallons. Showing 58 gallons in RJDT. How do I scroll on this menu down here? I don't know if I can or not. Let's go to flight plan, maybe. There we go. It's showing 33 gallons at our final destination, so we should be okay. Burning 85 gallons per hour, so it doesn't give us 30 minutes reserve at most. 20 minutes, more like it. A little bit of turbulence up here. But yeah, so back to Navigraph. I actually thought they had one of the better presentations at the expo. And they announced their taxi routing, which is a neat little piece. Although, when I went over and talked to the software engineer, I had some suggestions on the user interface, and he's over there adding, he had like 80-something items on his list, and he had done like 50 of them or whatever. And next thing I know, I added like 4 different items to his list for him. And he gave me a business card to email him because a couple items that, you know, one thing we've complained about not having is distance measuring tools, which he said is being worked on, no ETA or promise of it actually happening, but if it does happen, that'd be awesome. And because, especially for our VOR stuff and VFR flying in general. But I also asked about the VOR offset that we've experienced, and he was not aware of that, but apparently I got the right guy to talk to. So I'm going to find a stream at some point where we were doing a VOR flight, and I pulled that problem up explicitly and complained about it, and send that over to him. But I mean, it happens on almost every VOR flight we do, so it's pretty easy to replicate. Then I have some other suggestions in general for Navigraph just to increase the usability of that app itself, so I may throw those his way as well. Be nice if like Navigraph had a right bar, so like if you're looking at the stream here, on the right side, instead of having to go click on the weather tab, it would automatically just pull up some general information like the weather, the ATIS, anything
Like if you
for
mouse-
VATSIM.
If you moused over
Yeah.
that area, maybe.
Yeah. And then, you know, having VATSIM frequencies or something over there on the right side would be cool. And and if they could do some sort of integration with VATSIM on their app so that you can click on the frequency and just automatically program it into your standby, that would be really nice for VATSIM as well. Things like that would be really handy. Let's see, we are going to RJFT. And I wish I could increase the scale of this app. Well, maybe I can. Can I increase the scale here? Scale, 4 times. Oh, well, that did it for the map, but not the UI. Uh-oh, I broke something. Oh,
What
interface
about
scale.
the interface scale.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Makes it a little easier for you guys to read. I broke my maps, though. I'm going to try reloading it. Uh-oh. Normal? Oh no. Let's try loading a chart. See if that fixes it. No? VFR? Oh no. Alright, well, I broke the in-game navgraph. That's awesome. We still have charts at least. We need this chart. And we have an airport elevation of 642. We need to go ahead and start descending. So let's go ahead and slow. 225. And start the vertical speed descent. And we go down to 1500.
Kyle, are you not flying today?
No, I got home too late and had to cook dinner, so I just pulled the stream up.
Well, you can hop in on one of these airports if you want to.
I could. I don't know, I've been working 8-hour duties the past like week. I've just spent my sleep schedule's kind of like screwed up. So
Understood.
oh, I will put in the Discord something I picked up from Pro Desk Sim today.
Uh-oh. We got goodies.
Let me turn it.
Alright, we've got, looks like we can do a straight into runway 25. That's a little bit of a left turn here, so push to sync and let's go to the left just a touch. Go heading.
I'm flying over a valley right now that has more golf course acreage than farmland and residential.
That's awesome. And we're gonna go autopilot off. And go auto throttle off. And a right turn. Overshot it again. Dang it. This thing's so fast. Flaps one. Luckily this thing is really nimble. I'm so used to flying much slower aircraft with this situation. And landing gear down. And flaps 2. Flaps going down, looking for 90 knots. Much more appropriate altitude for this approach. Yeah, 3 green, flaps full. Looking for 90 knots. throttle back.
Traffic. Traffic.
Traffic.
6 o'clock. High. Less than 1 mile.
Flaps 50%. Let's go 6 degrees in the flaps and give her full juice. A little bit of forward pressure. Keep the nose down for a moment. 90. Release pressure and let's go flying. What's the rate? Gear up. 117 gallons. He's off to my right there. He's cutting in on me.
Traffic. Traffic. 2 o'clock. Same altitude. Less than 1 mile.
Hello.
Hey,
And flaps can come up. MCT. Back in the nav mode. And we've got 65, no, it's gallons. We've got 45 miles. Nope. I'm assuming 8,000 feet again.
yeah. Or 10, whatever you feel like.
8,000 is working pretty
I
good.
did, yeah, I tried 12 on that last one. It was a little high. 8 or 10 is good on these. And then it's going to be 15 to 20, whatever you feel like on the other two after this next one.
Okay. It is a little sensitive if you have an ever so slight amount of pressure in there and then release it. I made a profile for my Moza as well. Similar to the Airbus, but it's a little bit more free. I like the more free movements with these smaller airplanes, because they tend to require a bit more input on windy days. Let's see if our nav graph has started working. Can I reset this? Restart it?
Traffic. Traffic.
Traffic.
7 o'clock.
Traffic.
Low. Less than 1 mile.
Half a mile behind you.
I'll put it on
Traffic.
autopilot if you want to get some
6 o'clock. Low. Less than 1 mile.
cool screenshots real quick during your cruise here.
All right. All right. I'll pop over.
And then we can just leave it at MCT. We're not going to hit 250 knots. Actually, how far behind are you?
0.8.
Let me slow down a little bit for you then. Once I get the cruise, I'll keep it at 175. Let you catch up.
Okay. I did slow down once I saw it was a little bit too close. I came off of it a little bit.
Yeah, we'll ignore the TALS warning. Or not TALS, but TCAS. Alright, I've got her close to about 175.
All right, now I'm starting to catch back up.
Traffic.
Be there shortly.
Traffic.
Can I
6
turn
o'clock.
calls off?
Same altitude.
Or TCAS?
Less than 1 mile.
TAWS there. I don't know why I keep thinking of that. I don't know if there's a way to turn that off in this aircraft. Navcom, maybe? No? Auto, here we go. Altitude reporting. There we go. Okay, I got turned off so we don't get your alerts anymore. But I don't see...
Screenshots are on you. You're showing up as a banana.
Oh. Oh, your dude is sitting outside the airplane. What? You're riding on the tail. Oh, that's hilarious. Eddie, what are you doing?
That's just where I like to sit. It's my favorite sit. That's the way I booked it.
At least he has his oxygen mask on.
Yeah.
Yes, safety first.
That's not connected to anything.
Oh, shoot, that's hilarious. Okay, let's go to this side of the airplane. Come to the other wing. There we go. That's a cool screenshot right there. Alright. We got a couple of them with you, you know, inside the cockpit. That's excellent.
Very nice.
Oh, man. Hello, first officer. You back from our butt scratches? It says one can never have too many butt scratches. Alright, we are 24 miles away, so let's actually plan a little ahead of time and do this at a less aggressive descent rate. So we'll go down to 1500 again. It's right on the coast, so imagine that'll work just fine. Looks like there's a little bit of terrain in our way, so we'll see how that plays into things. And let's go vertical speed, and we'll do about 800. Still got a manual speed, so we'll give her a little juice. Look for about 240, 250. Looks like we're gonna need a little bit more. Let's call it 1500. Assuming that ridge off to the right there doesn't interfere with us any, we should be okay.
I think there's a low spot. I think we're gonna slide over a low spot.
Yeah, we're going to be in the low spot here. I think we'll be okay. The terrain concern is kind of off to the right a little bit. treat it more like the CRJ, which has the new flight model. I did a quick pattern with the CRJ just to check it out. It actually hand flies really nicely now compared to before, which was like overly sensitive. I've not done a full flight in it yet. I haven't had the time. I, just haven't gotten back from vacation yesterday. Haven't had much time to do anything. And the weather at this airport, we're going to Juliet Foxtrot uniform. At Nagasaki, weather. Variable at 2. And I guess we'll go straight in on 3-2 there. Let's go sink. A little bit of a left turn. Thing mode. Get out to the water here and then do a right turn into 3-2. And we'll hand fly it in for the approach once we turn final. Pulling some of that throttle back. The photogrammetry in Japan is actually really nice.
It's pretty good.
I'll power it off and put it back in the nav mode. So it'll pick it up at the airport for us. And easy right turn. Pull some throttle back. For 190 knots for 50% flaps. There's 190, let's go 50% flaps. Landing gear can come down. 150 for full flaps. Speed check, full flaps. For 90 knots. Alright, now we're starting to get a little bit more comfortable with this airplane. That was much better. Oh, mate, love your stream and would like to be a fan and a friend. You can join our Discord if you're not a bot. That looks like a bot message if I've ever seen one. 3 green, 100% flaps, 90 knots. This is a cool little
500.
airport. Looks like it's got a little bit of custom modeling to it. Not much, but a little bit.
Look off to your right real quick. There's another little downtown type airport.
Oh yeah, check that out. That's an interesting
Yeah.
setup with 2 airports side by side like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but this one is cool. There's a lot like this in Japan,
Yeah, Japan has
where
some.
they're just offshore.
Yeah, they got a bunch of man-made little airports like this.
Same with Korea, Hong Kong.
I've never flown in Korea, so that's going to be a new one for me tonight.
Oh, cool.
All right, 50% flaps, trim up to 6 degrees, give her some juice. A little nose pressure. And let's go flying. That was a vert, gear up. Nice. Yeah, when we get ahead of the airplane instead of behind it, things tend to go a little smoother for us. There's 500 feet. Let's go flaps up. Use the cheat code for the altimeter. It is 985. And we'll do a right turn. And you said then this leg is higher? 12,000?
Let's go 18.
18. All right. Go ahead and throw our autopilot on so we can set this. I need to set my mini SU back up with this. 18 FLC, 155 knot climb out. Nice looking approach. It was. I was much happier with that one than the last two. Especially, we won't talk about the first one. Alright, gears up, flaps up. And we can go back to MCT. Alright, so it's going to be the highest altitude we've climbed to today. Has anyone picked up the new A2A product?
No. Not
Was it
me.
Windstar or something like that?
Aerostar.
Aerostar.
It looks weird. I don't like the look of it. The wings at like middle of the fuselage and not me.
It used to be real popular when I was young and hanging around at airports. I saw it a lot.
I actually kind of like it. It looks like a flying boat.
I like the bigger one, the Twin Commander or something. It's like a high wing and it sits lower to the ground.
Twin Commander.
Or
I'll have to look that one up. Nez says, I wish they would do a 377. A Boeing 377? A Stratocruiser? Twin Star, I'm trying to find... Oh no, wait, the Twin Star is... That's the DA, isn't it? The Diamond?
I Yeah, maybe. I'm on traded plane right now.
Traded plane. Yes, yeah, something like a 377 Stratosphere would be really cool. Or Strato Cruiser, sorry.
Oh, the Aero Commander.
Aero Commander. Oh yeah, that would be kind of neat. Be a. I've seen. There's one of those at my local airport. It's got flat tires that hasn't been moved in a while.
Seems about right.
Yeah.
It's crazy how low it is to the ground. It's like if you hit hard enough, I feel like the belly's gonna rub.
I bet it's happened.
Probably has. That front nose gear doesn't look like it has much of a shock absorber on it at all. Now the Strata Cruiser. That would be cool. What's the cockpit on one of those look like? Oh wow. That would be very interesting. See, these things had, you know, the cockpits they were building on these aircraft at that time are very, like, they have a ton of windows. You can see all over the place. Like, you have room to get up and walk around and all kinds of stuff.
Wasn't that what the Super Guppy was based off of? Or the Guppy?
I'm not sure. Maybe. It looks similar.
It does.
There you go. I mean, imagine flying in that kind of a cabin right there. You know, instead of being piled in there like a bunch of sardines.
If you guys ever go to Tucson, Arizona, be sure to take the museum tours and the bus rides through the boneyard. And there's I think it's called the Pima Air Museum. I've done it, and it's got in their museum lot, or museum yard, they have every single original version of that style of 4-engine, you know, cargo plane, military, and it's amazing. They got the Super Guppy there, or the original Guppy, and all those Stratoliner types, original aerial refueler, you know, all the legacy versions of that type of plane.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Lined up together. Very cool.
Oh, hey, look, I don't know what changed, but our remove before flight items have disappeared.
Huh.
Definitely burning a lot less fuel up here. Probably going to want to increase the range there so we can see 18,000 feet. I mean, we're going to be wanting to descend fairly soon. Although this thing can descend like a rock, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. We're going to be close to on fumes by the time we get to our destination here. It's saying 11 gallons. This could be interesting.
11 remaining at touchdown.
Yep.
Yeehaw.
We're going to go for it, boys. It's a good thing our parachute's now available, although it doesn't work in the FlightFX. We're going to have to go for an efficient cruise. Once we get to 18 here, there goes Eddie. Open the door and start throwing bags out. We need as much weight removed as possible. we'll probably be getting the low fuel warning here shortly. We'll do an efficient cruise here and try to preserve the fuel.
I think the formation landing here at this next one is going to be out just because of visibility. I got that idea when I was at top of descent on this leg and I was coming down out of 20 and looking at this island that we're going to do the touch and go, and I imagined a big group and and all that, but now we have weather. I think it's going to mess it all up, so we're going to switch it up. Whenever you do your touch and go here, and on the climb out, don't do a steep climb out. Keep it kind of low because we're gonna launch out over a bay with a lot of small islands. It's real scenic.
Okay.
So like just stick and rudder below 500 feet, for maybe a mile, and then we can get back into cruise for the final.
Sounds good. Do you want to get in front of me?
No.
I was about to say I'll fly off your wing.
Okay. Got a few minutes, I'll try to scooch up there.
I'm usually the wing everyone's flying on, so it's always fun for me to get to fly on someone else's wing. And I'm going to pull thrust back to 40% here.
Save that gas.
Save that gas. Still crazy that this thing, even at 40% thrust, is burning 44 gallons per hour. For such a small little aircraft. And we're definitely going to be doing an idle descent, so it's probably going to be 4,500 feet per minute.
A couple more minutes of cruise, and then we can start a 1,000 feet a minute, 1,500 feet a minute.
Okay.
Descent.
Like ground speed at 220 and slowly climbing is pretty good.
I got 250 coming around you on the left. Pretty far out there.
I think the Vision Jet just looks cool.
It really does. Neat little bird.
Do you know the engine on this thing was actually originally designed for missiles? Yep. Pull up the information here in a minute.
Let's get a descent established.
Okay. We'll go down to. Let me set my altitude real quick. to 1500. And let me know when you're ready. Start descending.
Go.
All right, I'm gonna ease into 1500. And I'm gonna target 180 knots.
180, okay, I got 190 now. And I'm headed to 6,000. I don't know what you're set at.
1500.
Okay.
And actually, that I couldn't have planned that any better. It's almost perfect right on the airport.
On your left.
I don't know why. I haven't seen you for some reason.
I started way out there.
I don't see anybody's name tags. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Okay.
You're way off my left. Gotcha. I was looking kind of like behind me, thinking you were coming behind me.
Yeah. 0.6 miles out to your left.
Yeah, I got a visual on your name tag.
I'm bringing it in. I'll be in front of you shortly.
Okay.
And what are you on the speed in the descent?
180 at 1,500 feet per minute. You're a little ahead of me now.
Yeah.
It should give you
I'm
time
really
to
cooking.
scoot over though. So the Vision Jet, oops, the engine, see your design. It's a Williams FJ33. It's a scaled down version of the FJ44. I remember reading somewhere that it was designed, the original engine was designed for use in missiles, but I'm not seeing that on here anymore. Huh. It was originally designed in '98. It's a pretty proven aircraft engine. Oh, this is neither engine's been used in a cruise missile. What? It must have been a rumor then. Well, darn. I always thought that was a neat little piece of history, but I guess it is not. Alright, you are coming up on me. I'm going to slow down just a little bit here.
About that. Alright. I'll push it up a bit.
So I don't overtake you. I'm going to increase my vertical speed just a touch to get behind you.
I got you.
I'm on the nav track.
I got 185. On speed.
Alright. Fuel low. There it is.
Shocking.
And then I'll bring it back to 1,500 feet per minute. And I'll do 1 to 85 to match you. And I think we've got a straight in arrival again. Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
This is saying I'll have 52 gallons at the destination, but we're on a descent right now. That next leg is 80 miles, so it's going to be close. I don't have a left engine or a right engine I can shut down. I just got to go with it.
You will have a wing and a prayer, though.
You know, I have proven that we can live on that occasionally. You liked it. You liked it. Alright, I'm going to bump my speed up just a little bit here. Just so I close in on you a little bit. Might be able to do a formation landing here. You're just going to have to let me know when you're dropping flaps and things.
Yeah.
Are you on the nav
original
track?
Plan, kinda. I'm
Okay.
wiggling a little bit. Sorry about that. So I was gonna start at the south end of this island, everybody at 3,000 feet, and we would have had 5 miles to kind of get together on a 5-mile base leg, and then you know, everybody do a turn to final together, which is where chaos would have ensued.
Yep.
And I thought that, man, that had fun potential. And the weather screwed it up, though.
Well, it's just me and you, so we can make just about anything happen.
Yep.
I'm going to heading mode, just get lined up behind you here.
We definitely need to, after this touch and go, explore, like maybe don't go full power, just clean the jet up and stay low and hand fly through these little islands. They're pretty cool.
Okay. If I start screaming like a little schoolgirl, you know why.
Copy that. Let's go ahead and take it to 2,000 feet a minute on the rate.
All right.
And pull some power back. Can we go 160 on the target
160.
speed?
160, copy. Fuel low left, fuel low right, fuel low total.
That's funny.
Hey, Dev has arrived.
A little later than I wanted to, but I'm here.
What's that?
A little later than I wanted to, but I'm now here.
Well, I am stretching the limits of the Vision Jet's fuel tank right now.
Are you on your last leg?
We're about to be.
Aw.
Eddie and I are about to be doing a cool little approach here together.
I'm not gonna lie, you buying the Tulip A330 came out of the blue today, but like, I did not expect that to happen.
Well, I was wanting a Tolus, and I already had plenty of 320s, so I had no reason to buy another 320.
Yep.
And I knew that they normally have that 4th of July sale, which they didn't specifically call it out, but if you go to Tolus's website and click the link to buy it, they had it like 20 bucks off. So I was like, okay. So now I've got 2 really high fidelity aircraft on X-Plane and a really good one or the freeware. So
You have probably the two most expensive aircraft next month right now.
that's okay. I don't need to buy anything else.
Nope. That's funny though. A340 didn't interest you at all?
Well, that's maybe in 24.
Yeah, fair.
All right, I'm gonna go
Oh, yeah,
manual
we're good
control
now.
here, and just fly along your wing here. I'm not a huge 340 fan to begin with, so we'll see what Aerosoft ultimately comes up with.
Yeah. A346 is operated by like no one.
I'm gonna try and hold 150 here. Still on autopilot. I'm gonna take it off shortly.
I'm creeping up on you right now.
Are we going slow enough that I can take my HOA, or is that gonna be too slow?
That'll probably be okay. I mean, you're gonna have to get in real quick though, because we're about to do a touch and go.
Working on it.
Field not in sight, 1.5 miles away. Autopilot off, we're hand flying.
And I'm coming up on your right.
Copy that.
Any crashes or shenanigans tonight?
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and do flaps 1.
Let me slow down first.
Field might be in sight.
I'm slowing. 5 knots. 5 knots to go. And flaps 1 ready.
Yep, go.
Flaps 1.
We're 1
Oh,
mile.
I got the field in sight.
Yep, gear down.
Gear down.
140. Slowing.
Trying to catch up to you here. Quit yelling at me.
Idle power, full flaps.
Full flaps.
I'll stay left.
All right, I'll land on the right.
100 knots.
It only showed your right
500.
flat down for a second there.
90 knots. Power.
A little low.
What airport is this?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying not to crash into Eddie. Romeo Juliet Delta Tango.
Thank you.
Oh. Whoa. Whoa.
But Eddie went for a
Power.
tree. Woo!
I almost did.
I got bumpy.
Flaps up.
Full throttle. And gear up. Flaps up.
All right. Flaps up, and let's have some fun for a minute.
All right, I'm on your tail.
I want to keep it below full power just for fuel.
Your dude just jumped out of the airplane. Oh, man.
Again, that guy, man, I tell you.
I can't take Eddie anywhere. He rides on the tail of his plane. He jumps out on departure. I'm well aware I have no fuel.
500.
I see Deb's tag.
I'm at the final air. Couldn't make it up in the air in time.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna harass you guys in the Starship.
Cool.
You'll have to go back and watch this, Eddie. This is pretty cool.
Nice, I will. Okay, we're about to punch it up. 16,000 for cruise.
All right.
Let's go.
Full throttle. And let me know when you go MCT.
Gone.
Okay, matched.
MCT?
Max continuous thrust.
Ah.
Eddie's riding on the tail of his plane again.
I eat chalk too. Just kidding.
He's back there licking the windows of the Vision Jet. That was cool.
Is this the Microsoft Vision Jet or the FlightFX Vision Jet?
I'm in the FlightFX. I think Eddie might be in the Microsoft.
Yeah.
There is a surprising quality difference between the two, considering they were supposed to be the same thing.
I think his is a little bit. It's got a little faster of an engine.
Whatever, it's a different model.
I got her firewalled now. He's stopped climbing me.
I was climbing pretty shallow to keep the speed up. I think I was at 12. I'm pulling it up to 2,000 feet a minute now. That's going to slow me down.
Other than bingo fuel here, I think we'll be all right with max continuous thrust. Boots, quit chewing the darn bone on my foot, man. All right, I've got back up to you. Whoa, you're skipping around.
Hello. Well, I only have about 18 devices on the Wi-Fi right now. Not surprised. I'd get a little lag right now. Right, there's the Korea coastline.
Oh, Korea? Curious to see what the photogrammetry looks like around here.
It's similar terrain, but whereas Japan's got larger mountains and volcanoes, it's a little bit lower, but it's still very hilly.
Yeah. I got 58 gallons and we've got 63 miles to go. I think I can make it.
You think you can make it? That's not a good sign.
It says I'll have 20 gallons in the climb, so I think we'll be okay.
How does 14,000 sound?
Let's go to 18, just to give me extra class.
You want to? Okay, cool. We'll go to 18.
Just in case.
Try 200 pounds in an F-16 Viper. It's really bad. Not that I did that yesterday.
There's a pretty famous one. It's on one of those those real ATC YouTube channels of an F-18 that was IFR into St. Louis, here where I'm at. It was going into Scott Air Force Base. Have you seen that?
No.
Emergency fuel, none. It's like a 10-minute video. Very high drama. IFR couldn't get it into Scott Air Force Base across the river, and had to land it over here at St. Louis with almost no fuel.
Oh wow.
Pretty dramatic. Total IFR.
But that dude was, I hope he was wearing his brown pants that day.
Yeah, it was like that.
Take a look outside real quick, Eddie.
Okay. Ooh. That is one high performance bonanza. That's yeah, we would appear as one aircraft on the ATC radar.
Yeah, we're definitely close enough.
That's how the drug mule, back in the days when GA aircraft were running drugs out of Mexico, this is how they do it. They would fly 10 feet apart, tail to tail, so that
Just to show that there's
ATC
one.
would think it's just one. Yep. And then one would dip off, you know.
The lovely thing about the Moza is I'm just, you know, fingertip flying right now, but it's so smooth. Makes it so much easier.
Nice. So and when we continue in a few weeks on the next world tour, we're going to go off to the left. So if you look down the left side of the coast, that's what we're going to do. And it's
Okay.
real islandy and kind of watery. And I need to do a test flight with a float plane and see if it's practical, but it looks conducive to a little float plane activity.
We have the Beaver in
Right.
24. I have not flown it yet. I'll have to give it a test. Hey, Eddie, you think if I bring my airplane up here, if your dude can hop off onto my wing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll just hit Shift C. That is close.
It's a little stuttery. Your airplane keeps doing some weird glitchy thing, and it's causing my sim to glitch.
My apologies.
Trying to tuck it into this little pocket right here. The stuttering is kind of killing my ability to do so, though. Whoop, whoop.
So I know you're probably not in the mood to spend 50 more bucks on airplanes, but
No.
the HOA is really nice.
I will eventually pick that up, but not today.
I think that 16 is all we're going to get.
All right, yeah, I'm leaving the navigation up to you right now because I'm focusing on not
Okay.
running into you.
All right, I think I'm gonna just. I think I'm gonna stop the climb at 15. So we're gonna level up here.
Okay. Too bad they don't have physics in the sim, so that if you like actually accidentally did bump into somebody, it'd like tip them over.
Would cause them to, yeah.
I feel like that'd be a troll nightmare, though.
Well, I mean, if you could turn it on and off, it would prevent the trolling from being a big problem. But in situations like this, it'd be kind of fun. Just, hey, let's see how far you can help me glide to the next airport with no engines.
Whoa! I just checked the stream. You are in tight formation. Wow.
I was even closer to that a minute ago.
What's your fuel status? Do you?
I got 44.
Are you at 44 gallon?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Then let's get crazy.
Okay. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna go to the right. Actually, autopilot off, and we're gonna hand fly in. We're gonna start a descent down into Busan. There's a river, and we're gonna follow it. It's gonna tuck into the mountains, so you can see the mouth of the river just below.
Yeah, I'm just
It
going
goes
auto
about-
throttle. I lost you. There you are.
Sorry. I'll keep the speed up so you can keep me on view.
Yeah, I'll catch back up to you now.
Okay. We're gonna follow this river around. I did see some bridges.
Okay. Let's give her a go.
Yup.
If I didn't have the stutter, this wouldn't be so bad.
I'm not getting the stutter, oddly enough.
It's your airplane. It's like every time it flickers, it's like a LOD issue or something. So I scoot back, it's not as bad.
Ooh. I just busted
Whoa.
the speed limit and it tried to, it didn't like that. Cirrus doesn't like you to do that. Look at all those buildings down there on the coast on that man-made, I don't know what, man-made square.
Off to the left there, yeah.
Down low. See all those high rises?
Yeah. It's really
Crazy
interesting.
looking. Ooh, busted the speed limit again.
Yeah, you keep shooting up on me.
Yeah, it levels me off. Pulls up automatically or what's it doing?
Alright, 32 gallons. Which may not be super accurate because this thing does change fuel volume based on your angle of attack.
Well, our final is an emergency airfield.
I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, it's so appropriate. Deb's airborne.
I'm gaining fuel the steeper we go. I'm up to 36.
It's cool that it simulates that.
Yeah. Is this one of the bridges you were talking about? You want to dive under that?
No, it's in this, as soon as the river turns left here, as I was going into that emergency airfield or whatever, I remember looking off to the right and seeing a bunch of bridges in this little mountain valley. So, just a curiosity, nothing confirmed. I don't know what's in here.
Where's Kyle?
He is not flying at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh.
Level me again.
My yellow alerts are turning red now. Is there a way to acknowledge those in this thing? Uh-oh. Oh, I lost you. I'm gonna level off and slow up so you can get back ahead of me. We are.
I'm in the ground.
I'm about to be.
It was inevitable.
Got in the corner here a little bit to try to catch back up to you. This is, oh, there's like an underpass with that bridge there. It's interesting. Oh, I wish I didn't have the stutter. Come on, DeSobo. Fix your crap. I've got 39 gallons of fuel now.
39.
Yeah.
Well done.
Leveled off. And
I'll let you know how it goes.
well, I'm following you in. Oh, that looks like a wall. Oh, maybe not.
Oh no.
Oh, Eddie.
Yeehaw!
All right, on to the next one.
More and more challenging.
They keep getting lower.
Whoa!
Oh, this one's really low. Oh, crap.
Yeah!
Oh, that was great.
Woo! Little barrel roll for victory. Don't shut off the engine, please. Oh, that was fun. Alright, where are you at?
Alright, I think our field is off to the
500.
right. You can start a right turn and we'll do a left downwind.
Alrighty.
A downwind for left base.
Let me see if I can get back on your wing. We'll do a formation landing.
Alright.
Gotta
It's
find
a
you real
shorter
quick.
field.
I think I may have gotten ahead of you. Oh, no, you're off to my right. I see you. Full throttle with 35 gallons of fuel. No big deal. It'll be fine.
That'd be fine.
Everything's fine.
Meh.
Where'd Dev go? Let's see. Oh yeah, he went into the ground. Found a cemetery. Really
That's
pretty
like
one.
pictures. I was going 50 knots over the max speed limit of my aircraft, and I kind of broke the aileron surfaces and elevator surfaces. And
Why is it not
like
showing me
rudder
traffic?
surfaces. I got a pop-up saying I broke my rudder. There is no rudder on this plane. What the heck are you talking about?
Got you at 0.8
40.
miles. I'm breaking the speed
Bring
limit
it
right now.
down. Targeting 200.
Yes, I'm very aware. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up to you.
Alright. I'm throttling back.
It's very bumpy over these hills.
Looks like we're on a long base.
We can do a left downwind, extend it a little bit so I can get on your wing.
Okay.
It's a little S-turn here so I don't
Really?
overtake you.
Really bumpy.
Yeah, it is.
Pulling it back. It's going to be 190, 180 soon.
All right, perfect. That's about where I'm at. Oh, the stuttery mess. It's getting worse.
Maybe it's the Cirrus thing.
It could be this airplane. I don't think it's 24.
Cirrus conflicting with Cirrus. 170.
See,
Flaps
it doesn't
one.
look stuttery on the stream.
Oh, that's horribly stuttery for me. Did you drop flaps?
I did. Flaps one.
Flaps
150.
on. I'm at idle. I'm like right on your tail, trying not to run you over.
Yeah, I see that. A little bit of power. Gear down.
Gear
We're gonna
down.
go right a little bit just to give us a little more room. And a pretty quick turn in with full flaps. You ready for full flaps?
Go for it.
I need to slow down.
Traffic.
Full flaps.
Traffic. 12 o'clock.
Oh, I'm very aware of that traffic.
Less than 1 mile.
Less than 1 mile. Try like 200 feet.
Power's coming off.
Alright, I'm taking off.
I'll stay right.
I'll stay, actually go to the left. It's a little easier for me to keep it
Okay.
off my left.
Okay.
Got that big old window right there,
Okay.
so.
Traffic.
110.
Traffic. 12 o'clock. Low. 1 mile.
Here comes Deb. Of course. 100. $95. $90.
And idle.
Long rollout, no brakes.
Alright, on
Parking
the ground.
area is all the way to the other end.
Yeah, I had to back taxi the entire runway.
This says something doesn't feel right. Have you been watching for the past 10 minutes, Nez?
Yeah.
Alright, boys, we made it with
It was
31
all-
gallons of fuel. 30.
Oh,
That's
that
what we get.
last 80 miles only cost you 4 gallons.
I know, right?
Seems like it.
Well, I range from like 30 to 40 gallons, basically.
Uh-oh. I don't know where it is. Is this it? Oh yeah, it's just this little
A
concrete
fuel
pad.
truck. Well, I have a fuel truck.
turn right.
I don't know if this runway is long enough for me to land.
Yeah, it's definitely long enough for you to land. Go ahead and roll a little farther when you turn, and then I'll pull up on your right.
Okay.
Random dude just appeared to start marshalling me in, like right where we were.
I'm gonna go nose 90 to the right.
I'm ready for it.
Brake set. Let's.
Beautiful.
We got a little air show coming.
I don't know if I can set my parking brake. There we go. All right. Lower auto
That
for a
was
moment.
fun.
That was fun. You'll have to go back and watch the last 15 minutes of that. I think you'll enjoy it.
Oh yeah, gonna.
Curious to see what it looks like from the stream perspective, because on my end it was stutter, 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 stutter. And we can go ahead and shut her down. Welcome to Gnome G, or Gnome G, however you say it.
Crap, I can't stop in time.
How's that thing not gonna stop in time? Well, he's showing up as like the Saab or something. Actually, it might be the right airplane.
He's got it.
He's got it. Does that thing not have brakes or something?
It's really bad.
It's just a big girl.
It's a really big airplane.
All right. And it's missing nose wheel. Now, how is it that me and him can park so perfectly? It was a good landing, though. Thank you. It's pretty cool whenever we can do those formation landings. And then, whoa. Whoa. My head tracking's enabled and I'm inside my dude's head here.
That's gross.
It is so gross.
Got cavities. See your
Look at that
cavities.
perfect parking job right there, though. Look at that. And then you have Eddie over here still hanging off the back of his airplane. Oh, man. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. We haven't done much formation flying in a while, so it was fun to actually get to do that. Plus, the Vision Jet is a blast to fly at low levels like that. Although, that's the first time I've actually had somebody to fly alongside with in a Vision Jet. Oh, too far, Dev. Too far. You need to back it up a little bit.
I
Get
can't.
reversers? We'll get out and push.
There's reversers. Hold on, there's reversers.
Wait, it does have reversers?
Yeah. It's a turboprop. What are you thinking?
You're in the A2A?
No. I'm in the black square starship.
Oh. Ah! Wait a minute. Was your hat on this whole time? Because I thought you had the mask on, but now you're wearing a ball cap. I think it changed when you hit the prop.
You never know.
I'm not sure.
I got a collection.
I may have missed that. Yeah, I thought you were in the A2A. That's why I was really confused.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in the starship. This E2A is not fast enough to catch up to you guys.
Oh, okay. I'll come over here for the group photo. Although I'm not really going to be able to get your plane in it, Dev, because you're so far away.
No worries. It's not anything special anyway. It's going to be missing.
All right, just come up to the left of me there, Dev. And scoot to the right and turn to the left just a little bit. Your other right. There you go. Too far. And turn to the left just a touch. A little more.
Oh my gosh.
You're not moving. Oh, jeez.
Just
Tap,
take the
tap,
control.
tap
Just take-
D. Tap D. Just tap it. Oh, no. Tap S now, and I think it'll be okay. There we go. That's fine. Just don't move.
Oh my god.
Oh, man. Can't park, can't walk. Come on.
I did a perfectly fine parking job.
That's a pretty cool picture, though. Oop. There we go. Hey, man, you got some severe acne. Look at that. Or you had severe acne.
Okay, wow.
Oh, that was fun. All right, I'll be right back. Hey guys, I appreciate everybody joining. Nez, I'm glad you're feeling better, or at least up to be able to enjoy flying again. We're going to be back on Sunday. Yep, Sunday. And we'll be in a commercial flight of some sort. Might be in that 321 Neo from FS Labs. They just had an update while I was on vacation. So I'll be sure to see what the update log was, if it fixed anything I found with the airplane. But yeah, until next time, guys. Happy flying. I'll catch you then. Yeah, until next time, guys. Happy flying. I'll catch you then.